All right, so George Bush at the Rose Garden, talking about energy, talking about the dollar. Turns out he's in favor of the strong dollar. Oh. Look, the intro to every Bush clip is the same. This guy's an idiot. All right, here's the latest example. Go ahead.
What do you realistically expect to accomplish at the G8 to deal with soaring oil prices and the weak dollar, which are having effects on the U.S. economy? Even the Chinese now are saying that the United States needs to stabilize the dollar.
Well, we're strong dollar people in this administration, have always been for a strong dollar, and believe that the relative strengths of our economy will reflect that. One thing we need to make clear when I'm with our partners is that we're not going to become protectionists, that we believe in free trade and open markets. One of the fears around the world is the United States becomes a protectionist nation. Secondly, I'll remind people it took us a while to get into the energy situation we're in. It's going to take us a while to get out of it. But one thing is for certain here in the United States, that we can help alleviate shortages by drilling for oil and gas in our own country.
What a despicable guy. First of all, it took us a while to get into the energy situation we're in. Yeah, I wonder who got us in that situation, if I could only remember. Oh, yeah, it was you. Gas prices have nearly quadrupled during the Bush administration's 7 years. 7 long, brutal years. Quadrupled. Yeah, it took us a while to get in this energy situation. Now, I told you when I got elected that I'd jump on the Saudis, and I did, and we'd raise prices and we all made money. And now it's going to take a while for you to dig out of it. Good luck. Second of all, who can stand this guy, the way he answers the questions? Yeah, like in the middle of the question. As soon as he knows which talking point to go with, he'll do the cue of, yeah. And you heard it there in the beginning. It's like, okay, got it. Got my talking point on it. Yeah. All right. And then, of course, a classic Bushism. You know, we're strong dollar people here. We're strong dollar people. Really? Now, who's weak dollar people? Now, I know that there are economic camps that, think that should be balanced out, and it's a complicated issue. Of course, Bush doesn't understand the complicated issue, and he says, yeah, I'm strong, and then my advisors told me, so I'm a strong dollar guy. Really? Well, I couldn't quite tell it because the dollar has plummeted under your watch. The dollar has been decimated under your watch. You're a strong dollar guy. Well, you got a funny way of showing it. By the way, the fact that the dollar is so weak leads to higher and higher gas prices, leads to higher inflation for us, because we have a harder time buying foreign goods, including oil. Strong dollar guy. Might we need more oil? Yes, we might, right? And might it affect the oil prices 5-10 years down the road if we find this great boon of oil within the U.S., whether it's offshore drilling, ANWR, whatever it is? It might. Now, some people on the left say, no way, okay? It's going to give you pennies on the dollar. It's going to decrease gas prices at most by 7 cents in 10 years from now, right? Now, I don't know if those numbers are true, and it's all projections, so who knows? Maybe it'll be more, right? So it's way down the road, and it might or might not have an effect on actual gas prices. But that's not my point. Here's my point. We're not the ones benefiting from it. ExxonMobil is. We don't take the oil out of America and go, great, it is now American oil. No, it is ExxonMobil's oil. It's the oil company's oil. You think you're benefiting if we do offshore drilling? You're not going to benefit at all. ExxonMobil's going to get richer. The way that Bush puts it and the way these Republicans put it, it's this, oh, well, if we just got oil here, we'd be all set. No, it almost makes no difference whatsoever. You get it from Saudi Arabia, you get it from American sources, unless we go to war and it's, we got a catastrophe on our hands and we need the oil to run our warships and the only oil we have access to is the ones here. Okay, under that Mad Max scenario, I suppose it would make a difference. Outside of that, it's not going into your pocket, it's going into Exxon's pocket. Mainstream media, I keep coming back to this. The reason I keep coming back to it is because if you don't tell people the truth, how can they make good, honest decisions in a democracy? Information is the currency of democracy, Thomas Jefferson said. And the people who have the bottleneck on their information is the mass media in America today. Well, every time this offshore drilling is brought up, why don't you let the American people know the truth, which is that they're not going to get the oil? The oil companies are going to get the oil. And they're going to get rich, and it's not going to affect you at all.